barrage against teams because actually it's a pistol. Never mind that. We'll come back to that later.
Okay.
You've got confetti all over the monitors.
Yes.
All right, so it looks like we've got a Glock train heading towards the B bomber site where there is only one player at the moment. That said, LGB have somebody top mid. They are doing the fact finding. Let's see, Poly seems to be heading towards B.
They gained the information with that push on B, and actually seems like they know it's gonna be B, and they're setting up for a very, very defensive setup here. Not trying to get pushed too fast here. But Forrest is actually just pushing through, gets 2 kills there. But they have 2 players here in the kitchen area.
Yeah, this is great positioning by LGB, but Forrest is the pistol master after all. Mystic, the sub, is the only man standing versus 2. There's one, but where is the other one? 1 versus 1 now. He doesn't have a kit. Still got a bit of time left. He finds a frag as well, so the sub has clutched around here for LGB. An important first round.
I thought it was all over there when Forrest actually got that quad kill, but Mystic doing a 1-on-3 clutch as the sub for LGB and actually, yeah, getting them the lead against NIP, starting off this map.
Yeah, that is a great start for them. And I know Dan has some concerns with regards to the current meta with pistols and SMGs and CTs for winning the pistol round. So make sure you tweet DDK and tell him to release his video. His rant, as he would call it, maybe.
Have you seen the rant?
I haven't, no.
Have you heard him rant?
I have. And I think he should release the video.
Yeah, okay.
But we'll see. It's not Thorin tier though, that's something else. But NIP going for another B play. You can see they've got that smoke at the end of the platform, which stops people peeking. And they're going to run out with a Tech 9 here. The Mac 10's going to go down. Freiberg taken out straight away by Mystic, but in more frags for his team he's subbing for. Nice control of the P90, leaving only 2 players, now 1, as Exist cannot get the bomb down. Only 1 person going down for LGB, so good hold from them.
That was actually a force buy from NIP. Force buy hasn't been as successful in recent days with the new patch. And I'm not sure if I actually seen a second buy force buy even being won since the patch.
Yeah, I know it's, I believe it made the Tech 9 weaker from distance as opposed to the one-shot power of it close up. Of course we do have, excuse me, we do have the SMGs. See Poly with the MP7 there. Yeah. Doing some good work so far.
Since some LGB, they're tending towards gathering a lot of information in middle. Actually, Gerai coming in from behind. Awkward situation here in middle, LGB. Getting pushed from 2 angles here. Mystic actually manages to retreat and getting Gerai.
He shoots and he scores with that grenade. Only 2 left. Mystic in control of connector. There's a bomb down. That will leave the CCs to rotate, but it won't be needed. Mystic racking up the kills in these initial rounds. 7-0 so far, but here comes the buy round. Now we'll see what the game's really, which way the game is really going. Alu starting off with the AK. He is one of the players who isn't very affected by the AWP changes. Some are a lot more than others.
Yeah, you know, he's actually a very methodical opper in the sense he's not, you know, always going for those crazy picks. He actually plays very, very positionally
Look at this
based.
positioning here. They've already Rubino pushing and getting an important frag onto Get Right, but they've got players all over the wrong area. This is going to speed up the push here from NIP, who is setting up for an A push. Forrest going to keep control of Palace, taking down Rain. And they're going to go into an empty bomb site, as will be LGB looking for a 4-man retake following this plant. CT smokes off at the moment. All the usual smokes.
Already have pretty good positions here from NIP. See for what LGB, and they actually have a rotation coming down from middle.
Well, that's Alu with the flank, and he's going to be coming up connector. He could get 2, maybe 3 frags here. Should find the first person near the steps as his teammates are advancing. And they haven't even spotted him yet. I think they finally realized, but it's all too late. NIP surviving with 3 players. Free AWP for Alu as well, taking it from Poly, who started off with it in that round. And NIP get their first round on the board. Yeah,
and Rain pushing that apartments area when the rotation were in a kind of an off mood there for LGB. They just had the site for so long without even getting any damage done to them or any challenges. They could plant the bomb. They already had all the perfect positioning for the actual retake or after plant situation, and they actually got Ali really early on their rotation.
Oh, Mystic goes for a fast peek up top mid, but he's not going to see the NIP players. They were flashed, but they're hidden away. They think it's safe. It's not safe. Polly's going to go down. No cover for him. Mystic gets down to 23 HP. He put himself in a position to try and get some one-taps with the 5-7, but just didn't look deep enough. A mistake there by LGB that may cost him the round.
Yeah, I mean, with the force buy, they cannot lose weapons early. Like, it's going to be so hard to stop the terrorists. They can actually get ones, but it's just getting boosted up. Gets another one, and this should be... They're gathering up and just pushing. Rubina should have no chance at all here.
Yeah, he's stuck on site with nobody to help him, and he will get taken out. So, Jakem, he's got armor, helmet, and M4, but he's going to go for it anyway. Wondering what the money spread is like on his team at the moment, if it's worth him saving. He's going hell for leather now, and he will get tapped down by the Spray Master himself, Mr. Get Right.
Yeah, I mean, just losing that man early, they had no grenades to actually stop any individual pushes from ninjas, but the timing they actually pushed in there from NIP, they were in a situation where they pushed jungle, but boosted at the same time, so they always had a man to revenge frag, which is really, really important as you play terrorist, and they're working, their timing's great here, NIP.
Let's Get Right. Currently doing an AMA on Reddit, most popular AMA so far on a global offensive subreddit. And NIP will continue here as LGB on the full eco this time. Just pistols, not much else going on. We'll see if they can do any economical damage. Polly going for the frag, but he almost will fall to the flames. Gets saved from the fire by Get Right. Showing him some mercy there. See some people trying to... Jakem trying to find an angle in the corner of the smoke, but those smokes have been updated now. So a lot of the smoke gimmicks have actually gone. You saw previously some UK players doing smoke gimmicks on Dust Too Short, where you can see underneath the smoke. That's gone. As well as you can't boost. If you boost in the smoke, you can't see over the top of it either. So, being a little bit balanced. Have you played around much with the smokes?
I think that it's mostly the actual looking under the smoke that's being fixed.
Okay.
You can still do smokes over the boost, but it's not as visible as it was before.
Is that from inside the smoke though?
No, just behind it.
Yeah, behind it, yeah. But you could actually look from inside the smoke apparently as well.
The boost did against us, example, on Cobblestone, from down middle room up to A, that still works fine, and I think mostly it's those smokes.
Yeah, Titan had a common one in Dust 2 B tunnel onto site where they would boost behind the smoke and have a look-see. Right, so 3 people in mid here for NIP. Very good map control with a minute on the clock. Can see somebody on short for LGB at the moment, trying to find out some information. As there's also a player, Polly is stuck. He's stuck. They must have seen him. 10% molly, but it's not going to cover. He's going to pop out at the right moment and get one frag. Can't get Alu. Alu going for a repeat there. No one going down for either side. Alu has the angle.
Problem from NIP. I mean, they're only pushing one angle at a time, and it's going to be They were a bit off there with Alu actually trying to go for that kill in the window room. NIP players, they're on the B apartments, kind of were forced to push out at that moment, and Alu wasn't there covering from the short at the same time, so kind of a off timing because of Polly's timing there in the window room going for the frag.
And you can see that kind of AWP peak is one of the things that has become more difficult now.
Yeah.
See Polly going for a little jump there to try and get the angle in time. It's actually hilarious because the CTs get to that angle first. Sorry, the Ts get to that angle first, in fact, with the best spawn. They can get past the angle, but if the CT gets there first and you just see a T bravely, just really slowly strafing out the corner, it just looks ridiculous. Anyway, we have two. It looks like it's going to be an A play with Forest going for a fake towards B. Fake is not being bought though, as there are 3 players on the A site, with Rubino just keeping an eye on Connector and the jungle, making sure nobody's boosting into CPL. So the push should come in. Look at Jakem, he's stuck in the middle of the ladder at the moment, just peeking, keeping an eye. No, Bondik from flip side, he smokes that from underneath the ladder, but he's going to face them as he throws that Molotov in. Get right. Going for a pop flash, going to try and push through. He's going to find the frag as well onto Jakem. There's still 1 player on site. He's going to get taken down as well. So that's a clear A site. With only 2 people versus 4 for LGB, they are not in positions where they can get anywhere close to the site before NIP set up their post-plant positions. So they'll have to go for the safe here.
Yeah, just great from Get right there. That was the most important kill to get. Once you actually get one kill from the in the A side, the other ones cannot hold all the other angles, and especially on the defense there with ramp and another guy's side, they just
He missed
cleared
that.
everything out. That actually, I thought that was a hit.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of weird. But I was surprised at the way Jaken was peeking on the ladder to Palace. It's not the safest way to do it, but maybe he just wanted to see people before he threw the molly. But then he may be dead anyway,
Yeah.
and the player would be in a position to just push
Yeah.
push through the fire. So
I mean, the way he was on the ladder is risky because you can pretty much wall bang him straight away through the
Yeah.
wooden planks.
Yeah, yeah,
So, as we said, very risky actually.
yeah, and again, if you watch some demos from Flipside, Bondic plays in the shadow area on the CT side, and you can see how he throws smokes extremely safely from the underside
Yeah.
into the area, and can do Molotovs in the same fashion. So NIP setting up for an A play once again. This time it's going to be fast rather than slow. Already we have LGB players on the site, but look at the buy they have. AWP, M4, 3 pistols here. It's a bit of a mixed bag, bit of a jumble so well. Really, just 2 plays safe from the previous round. See those mollies coming in, looking to clear the site, but it's Rain in a sneaky position. He's not going to be able to get the bomb planter from there. They have planted it safe for themselves for T Slope. So far, so good for NIP. And now the players who saved from the previous round in an awkward position. There goes the AWP for Polly. So only Mystic to save, and he's basically got 5 people hunting him. And they've got a fair amount of time on the clock to find him as well.
Yeah. I mean, this was a save round, I guess, for LGB. They just have that open, that M4 saved from the last round. There's still like an eco each round, but NIP, they have good timing. They're always in a situation where they can revenge drag. They're utilizing the Molotovs very well when they're entering the sites. Pushing up as they Molotov shadow, fire the free boxes, so they're getting a lot of eliminating a lot of positions the CTs can actually defend from.
Okay, so LGB back on mixed bag. You can see Rain there with just a 5-7. But we know what Maniac's capable of with the 5-7. A fast charge in the mid area from NIP, but Jacob's going to get the first frag and some information. 3 players left in mid for NIP.
Look at the information actually. They pushed out A apartments. They're actually in T-spawn with Rain.
Wow, look at that positioning. So much info for LGB. That's going to allow them to rotate. However, they don't have control of connector, so they can't over-rotate here, as the push to A could still come in from NIP.
Yeah. Bomb here in the ladder room. And the next frag is going to be so important. It's all about LGB actually playing super defensively, which they are. I mean, they're not even in window room. They're playing it from CT spawn. With Rain actually, they're waiting for his backstab.
I think Rain, that's the bomb as well. I think Rain got tagged by a player on his team in the A site, despite Exist being here, but he didn't see the angle there. And now Exist is in a very awkward position indeed. He's going to have to try and get a shot onto Rain if he can find him, and then spin around to get another one, but Polly will get the trade. Forest remains versus 4, 30 seconds on the clock. And I think it's going to be about doing some damage here. Obviously, he had his knife out to try and walk to connector a little bit faster than if he had his AK out, but that left him exposed with no defense. Nice free frag there for LGB as they bring it to 5-5. That said, so far so good for NIP. 5 rounds out of 10 on the T side. Can't complain.
No, absolutely not. With losing the pistol as well, it's a really good and really strong. And it's not only that they won the round, but how they've won the round they won. I mean, they've been so effective with the timings. Now they actually picks up Mystic.
Yeah, Mystic going for another aggressive push. I'm not sure if the end of Polly's AWP can be seen there. Maybe at risk of double nade, but Forrest is going to shoot him in the head. So they're getting cut down, our LGB here, on their full buy. Rubino, only one standing. As you said, Double Walk, instant trade here for the one person they managed to kill.
Yep.
And NIP take the lead.
Forrest is 15 frags already.
Forrest is having a good day indeed.
I mean, the frags aren't even that bad for LGB. But I think Forrest is probably one. I mean, he's been picking up a lot of entries here, especially on the A side. See Alu trying to get that pick, and they're walking up slope. But rotation from LGB. They have 4 members here on the A side. The 5th being short arrow. Forrest continuing his great play.
Okay, so only Jacob remaining. Has some armor to try and save, but again, not really in a position to do so. So LGB getting somewhat annihilated by NIP, and again, following the loss of the pistol round, you could say they've won 7 rounds out of 9.
Yeah.
You know, from the last round being, from the first spy round being 3-0 in favor of LGB, they've won 7 out of 9. So looking pretty like a monstrous T-half here for NIP.
See if Poly actually can utilize this AWP in maybe a different way. Seems like he's in middle still. I would like to see him maybe go for aggressive A apartments.
Oh, I've got to say something. Jacob's, his silencer will be exposed in that position. If you have an M4A4, they won't see you, but I remember one specific time when Smith was standing there with a silenced M4, and it was poking out around the corner.
That's a good point to make.
So he's got to be careful.
See, very slow round. Not much information for either team. What's going on? Freiberg trying to push and gain some information in middle. Get right lurking in the apartment, but it seems like the NIP players are getting ready for this push. Is Jacob actually spotting anyone? He spots Hallow, but Exist actually gets the frag on Mystic. They have great support here. Rain picks up 2, and it's only one guy remaining. Yeah, Rain picks him up as well, and they only have the lurkers left. Gerai actually gains the A side, but he shouldn't be able to clutch this in this situation.
I feel sorry for Mystic because Jacob was peeking Biaps, then he moved away, and Mystic was essentially the re-peek, so he got slaughtered instead.
Yeah, kind of felt like that.
He was like an innocent lamb who was just running around the farmer's yard and just happened to take the wrong turning, and he walked into the abattoir.
Basically, yeah.
Fell into the chicken separator, and that was the end of him. There we go.
Exactly what happened.
How's the party?
It's good.
Good.
I have my hat on still.
Yeah,
So,
let's do it. We're in there with the party, baby.
Still see Al with a AWP. They got a healthy amount of money. I think they should be able to buy all of the remaining rounds here for NIP. Poly still picking up that AWP, but haven't actually been able to utilize it all that well. He's stuck in that middle position. I would love to see him move around a bit. And he's actually letting middle go now, and I like this decision.
Yeah, again, now it's Get Right who's up for, well, more rather than a fake, more of a flank when the rotations come in. And it's going to be the set play again from NIP. This time Poly gets the head start, and it's getting a bit slow here from NIP, but the bomb is in the middle of no man's land, and all the other NIP players, apart from the bomb carrier, are down on the A site. Get Right trying to go for the flank now. Gets 1 at least, left on 6 HP. The bomb, however, is down on A, so they will set themselves up to try and catch him as he makes his way over. Mystic just waiting for a peek. Again, very commonly in 1.6, people would throw a flash, then peek before it goes off. He was willing to hold the angle there and get flashed, so he wasn't tricked.
You can see there how effective, just getting that 1 frag with the AWP, everything slows down on ninjas in Pyjamas in that push. And they were essentially makes it so much easier for the rifles to actually stop it.
Yeah.
Just throwing a flashbang and not getting pushed that fast because Poly is actually holding an angle. Just the threat of an AWP being able to pick you is enough to give room for the riflers to stop it.
Alright, so Forrest charging all the way down to underpass, and again, LGB going for a push up top mid. This time with 2 players, they both get taken down. 3 versus 3 now as Mystic tries to hold on to the A side.
They don't actually hold. Like, they've been free fragged a lot this game in middle.
Yeah, and this is something that Fnatic do better than anyone else probably on Mirage, where when they push up mids, they have their back covered. Someone is watching the underpass, but they're doing it. It's kind of half-assed here from LGB, despite winning the round. They made it a lot more difficult for themselves by they're just leaving gaping holes in their mid defense.
Yeah, and I actually want to see how many frags Forrest has, because that must have been a hell of a half from him.
He's got 21. He's 21 for 9 at the moment.
After 15 rounds.
Yeah, Freiberg is just not getting a chance to get any frags. He's there for 4 frags, as Forest wants all the frags, all of them. Frags are on the LGB side, quite evenly spread out through the team, more or less. But dropping 7 rounds on the T side to NIP, they will not be happy. That said, LGB do say that their T side is stronger than their CT side. However, all their drills will be somewhat weakened as they do have a sub. But even then, Makalele was fairly new to the team anyway. So, changes afoot at LGB in recent weeks.
Yeah, feels like LGB kind of needs this pistol and kind of get that super early momentum. Obviously, get right once again, hiding somewhere on the A side with those duels. He's doing a great job. Rotation comes in and
they didn't get a
easy
single
peasy.
frag. That was a clean sheet round for NIP. Yeah, get right with the firing the Swedish flags there, taking down 2 on the site.
And there's not really that much to say about that round. I mean, they got shut down really, really early. From everyone just hitting their shots. Even like from window rooms, shutting down Palace in that way. It's not very common to actually...
We've got 4 Tech 9s versus 4 MP7s. Who is going to win?
SMGs. 100%.
SMGs. The SMGs were buffed rather than nerf the Tech 9s, as we would have liked to have seen them nerf. The answer for the devs was to buff the MP7s instead.
And they're so good. I mean, it's... I mean, you look at the Tech 9, they don't even have head armor, so they're gonna be really... Actually, they're doing a great job. They're actually gonna get 3 fast frags here.
Bish bash bosh. Freiberg with 3 HP. Now, this is not what we were expecting.
No.
Forrest still has the M4. He could cut down a few players here. He has been dinked straight away, however. They know his position as well. Oh, he's got his knife out again! But he's going to manage to get this frag. Now, he's the only one remaining. 5 HP. The bomb is heading over towards... Well, seems that minds were changed. That makes sense as well. He could run over to B, but then he's potentially in a 1v1 situation rather than a 2v1 where he's got a player already on the site.
Yeah.
And if he loses that after planting the bomb, then his teammate's not going to get there in time.
Smart decision from LGB to initially, I mean, it kind of worked as a fake. Forrest kind of read that he was going with the bomb towards B, then made the rotation, and then LGB actually decided to walk back with the bomb.
Yeah.
With Rubino actually having no information or on where Forrest was. And he decides to save. And this is actually probably the first force buy after pistol I've seen that really worked.
Shoxy feels like with the buff to the SMGs rather than the full nerf to the Tech 9 that we're heading more towards Call of Duty, which is sacrilege. I'm sure you'll agree. How do you feel about it?
Well, I do agree. I mean, I think the SMGs are a bit too powerful. It's almost more worth actually buying SMGs than the real guns, because in some cases it's better to have full nades and SMGs, or probably in most cases full nades SMGs than just armor and weapon, like an M4 or something.
Okay, so we've got 3 AKs coming up for LGB, and 2 frags, Alu and Exist going down as we have the mixed bag fight from NIP. MP7 going to get 1 frag at least, and 2 trades, 1 for either side coming in. So 3 versus 2 now. They know where 1 player is. I don't think they've identified where Freiberg is. He is in CT with the Deeg, with the Scout in fact. There's 1 tag. See if Forrest can clean him up. Indeed he will. And Rubino getting tagged down to 6 HP. No grenades left for NIP, so but he may be a bit paranoid about if 1 can come in or not. They're trying to bait with the smoke as no one's going for the defuse. Now Freiberg is going for the defuse. I think he had a kit as well. And just about LGB will take that round.
Mystic clutching again for his team.
Yeah, been a good pick so far.
One of the main contributors to LGB having 10 rounds. And it's actually not looking that good for NIP. I, for one, actually thought NIP would be a clear favorite and actually just basically stomp them in this game.
Yeah, and this is LGB's stronger side as well, traditionally. See if they can continue that here. So they're going to come for a rush. That P2000 going to do a bit of damage, but not enough here. No nades again for NIP on this eco. Get right though, the 5-7 going to take down Rain. Mystic is the second player who's tagged quite a bit. NIP players getting tagged themselves in the apps. There goes Alu. Get right with 1 HP here. Exist coming in on a short area. I'm not sure where Get Right is. He's just hiding behind the wall. Maybe looking for an exit. He's got an AK, worth saving if he can make it there without getting wall banged. Running for dear life is he now, as Exist. He's looking to try and collect a gun from somewhere. If he had a kit, who knows what would have happened there, but there we go. He might be able to get a dink. Oh, he's got it, but I don't think he'll get the gun. He will fall. So a gun save for Get Right at the very least.
Yeah, and an extra kill from Exist is still worth a lot of money. It's almost $5,000 in equipment lost for LGB. So great pickup from there from Exist.
Forrest, 27 kills. He's heading to a 30 bomb, and we are only 1/3 through the potential rounds of normal time here. So 5 AKs for LGB.
Yeah, that's just crazy good from Forrest. And they're even down in rounds. That's even more impressive.
Indeed it is, yeah. He's really putting the Norwegians in the meat grinder, but it's them with a 3-round lead as they come into the B-bomb site. Freiburg was flashed, counter flash coming in, very nice. Just put him on a complete stop. That's going to give Forrest a nice window, literally, of opportunity to cut these players down with Freiburg having the crossfire. This is a horrible situation for LGB, and you've got to put this down to that counter flash. If they had a Molotov in there as well, then they all would have burned like it would have been a barbecue all over again for LGB. But
it kind of seemed weird though, because it felt like LGB threw a flash, and then everyone kind of blocked each other in the smoke. They kind of hugged each other. I'm thinking someone actually got stuck in the wall and kind of blocked everyone else.
Yeah, I'm thinking that probably happened, yeah.
Because the timing just seemed way off. And
that was literally just a massive disaster for LGB. And that's important for the NIP economy because that round was such a catastrophe. They lost very few players, if any. And after a difficult start, that could be the crutch which saves NIP. LGB straight onto the eco after losing that round. And they will only get 1 player once again. So you can see the C2 economy starting to build now after those 2 key rounds.
Yeah, and we'll see here what LGB actually... Oh, Garai actually picking up
his favorite toy.
Yeah. The Australians call Dak Dak.
Dak Dak. I call it Blats Blats, as we say in London. The filthy streets of London, Jonathan.
That's actually what you call it?
Yeah, I call it the Blat 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 gun. I also call it the Ric Flair because it's the dirtiest player in the game. Alright. So, despite the Auto Sniper being on the map, it is the NIP players getting chopped down. Get right, left, there's not much to do.
This is a situation where they need to gather up. Rain actually gets that kill, but I was worried that Forrest would actually get another pick there in mid link. So Freiburg actually comes in on the rotation. LGB very spread out there. And this gives an opportunity actually for Get Right to actually shut this push down.
This could go really bad, really fast here for the Norgs. Oh, that delay. Okay, that player's going to be the clue, but Get Right doesn't win the duel here. Freiburg will know what's going on, but it's him versus 3. Mystic is probably, though, very heavily tagged. Freiburg could still do this. We know he's capable of the clutch.
Bomb is coming over here now. Let's see if they actually could make it to the site, and Rubino actually jumps in there, plants the bomb, and he's got so many angles to check.
Indeed, this is going to be an insane crossfire. There's almost no way he can get 1 frag here without being traded immediately, especially where he's standing at the moment. His position is known to the players now, so they'll be even more ready to do it. Look at the baiting here. Goes for a quick trade potentially, but no one down yet for the Norwegians. It's going to be a 3-man peak to finish off Freiburg there, which was very well done, actually, considering 2 of them were heavily tagged. You could see they were deliberating with the Auto Sniper, but there's really, I don't think, much purpose in buying it, well, picking it up on the T side. Because if it falls back into the CTs, then you just give them a massive advantage, whereas it's not really worth it, in my opinion, on the T side.
We see Forrest already picking up his 30 bomb, and Alu picking up an AWP. Let's see where he actually tends to go with this. He actually gets a really early entry here. He's from CT spawn area to slope. Rain tried to push up aggressively, but it's shut down. And things are starting to slow down a bit. LGB needs to find a opening.
Oh, look at this push here. Get right. May find Rubino. Rubino making noise. He's jumping around like a bunny. Bunny's going to get taken out by the shotgun, picked up by the dogs. The bomb is still towards the B apps at the moment. And no scope from Alu. This is not going LGB's way. And despite it being a bit basically a 1v1 on the B bomb site, they don't have much chance of winning this round, even if a duel is won there. Mystic going to try and hold the rotation, but they need to win that duel towards the B bomb site, because that frag in mid will raise alarm bells for NIP, and they may put a second person over to B a bit later on. Bomb still creeping at the moment. Mystic going for the peak. Alu finding the frag. Now it's Poly versus 1, and I really feel like he should have gone for a push a bit sooner rather than later. Now the cavalry's going to come in. He wins the duel though. If he could get a plant here, this may be more buy rounds here for LGB, even if they lose the round. Alu just holding an angle. Alu finding the frag. That's going to be 3 people surviving for NIP.
A quad kill for Alu. And it kind of felt like LGB never really had the chance to revenge frags. They were kind of spread out, even though there were 2 middle, one was holding short, one was going up mid link, trying to push for that connector control. And, you know, gave Alu opportunities to get picks and be kind of safe doing it as well. And we saw the difference with NIP playing their T side. They always had that man trying to go for the revenge.
Okay, so got the full buy-in for NIP, of course. LGB with 3 Tech 9s, going for the Tech 9 rush, direct 9 rush. And, oh, they tried to bounce a flash out the window, but it bounced back into the apps here, and they've team flashed themselves. They're going to get cut down again. 4 versus 3, though. At least they've got 1 person on site. That's Rubino. He's going to take down Forest. And they could get a bomb plant here, but the bomb plant is still... The bomb is down in apps. Poly picking it up, going for the plant here. Alu holding the angle, finding the frag once again. Gets smoked off, but it's all too late here. 2 versus 3 now. NIP with the man advantage. Get right. Spotted one by the van. Gets Rubino down, not even with the wall bang, despite him mostly being behind the wall. So now it's 3 people fighting Poly, and again NIP survived with 3 players. This will be really important for their economy going forward as they bring things to 12-12.
Patient play on the retake there from NIP. They got the pick from Alu, and eventually they just took the retake with the number advantage and try to go for trade kills. They were always there to go for the trade, and that's the strength of the NIP play today.
So LGB forcing it up once again, and now it's 3 AKs, 2 Tech 9s on this occasion. So they really don't want to give NIP any free rounds, but their economy is already in a good place, so I don't know how much it's going to matter at this point. NIP winning the mid battle at the moment.
Still going for these peaks. He's so good. He's so effective in these one-on-one duels.
Did Alu spot him? He did, and there's the bomb down, which is pretty much going to bring this round to a close unless Mystic goes crazy with this AK, but you can't be putting your chips on him in this situation. Alu missing the shot. The flames coming in. Still no fear. Going to re-peek again and again. 4 versus 2. 1 minute on the clock. The bomb is in such a horrible position that to be pretty much doomed here. Only Mystic left, 6 HP, and Alu will make sure of that one.
Yeah, just amazing play with the AWP here from Alu on this CT side. I still feel like Forest, he just wins every duel he takes right now.
Forest is playing...
He's making the difference for NIP.
He's playing superbly at the moment. 33-15 is Mr. Forest, and again LGB just with the pistols now. Mystic getting a bit of armor just to balance the money along with the team. Going to go for a 2 smoke, 2 flash play onto the A bomb site. Again, you can throw pop flashes out of apartments. Not sure if they're going to. Well, there it is. But Exit's going to turn away from it. He's going to miss 2 of them, though. Get the last one. Good thing he's got the M4A4. Oh, the bomb plant's going to get finished by Alu. The player's hiding behind cover. Nades coming in, though. Getting a few plays down. Alu switching to the Tech 9. And a bit of a taste of Euromedicine there for the T's. Going to finish them off with the AWP as well.
Once again, a quad kill for Alu. He's just been stepping up. I think he was down on like 5 frags on that T half. And he's actually just stepped it up to 22 kills now. He's almost got to the level of KD as Forest at this point.
It's do or die now for LGB as NIP are 1 round away from match point in this first time in a long time where LGB have had 5 weapons. Again, Forest just winning duel after duel here, just like the T side where he's charging on a pass, charging as CT as well. And LGB just not prepared for Forest's power in this round.
Usually, don't see Forrest being that aggressive. He usually plays more of a passive role and takes to methodically pick up duels. This actually gets Rubino in apartment, and this is a bad situation for LGB. There's only Polly left in this 1-on-3. Scarrow actually disconnected. Polly gets another one. Gets shut down by Freiburg, and they're on match point. And we'll get a pause in real quickly, waiting for...
Okay, so get right, you can see he had a VAC authentication error there, which normally takes about 10 minutes to fix, as we've seen when Exist had that long escapade. So get right, just going to change accounts and come back into the game. And I'll be looking to close things out now. Now, we did do a giveaway during the previous break, which who was it won by? I don't think we've been told yet.
The winner of the giveaway was Unity CSGO.
Unity CSGO, and maybe we should show them what they have won. Okay, where is it? Oh, it is the Katowice Inferno souvenir box. This one we're not going to open, as we'll leave that to you. But I think maybe during the next break we could possibly spin the wheel. Hey, how about that? How about birthday spin, Mr. Devilwolf? Would you like to spin the wheel,
I have
sir?
no idea what the wheel does.
All you need to know, Mr. Lundberg, is that you need to spin the wheel.
Okay.
That's all you need to know. You need to spin the wheel, and then, well, I was going to say you spin the wheel and somebody wins, but sometimes...
You lose.
Sometimes you lose. Somebody wins, or Reese gets fired, pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, from the current options on the wheel. Is fire Reese, or... There's one for Peter on there, but I'm not even sure what we would do if it landed on that, so we'll just... If it lands on Peter, then Reese also gets fired.
Okay.
You know, Reese tried to blow up the studio last week. Did you realise that?
I was here.
Oh, yeah, you were. Crikey. I wasn't here. I was at home, but I heard the explosion.
Yeah. I was unaffected by the fire.
What are we going to do with producer Reese? All right, back into the game. NIP, match point. LGB, 3 rounds behind. And again, they can't afford to fall by here. They're charging towards the B bomb side, it seems. May just be going for map control at the moment. Is that Forrest again in underpass? Ah, he's playing on short, in fact.
Still playing it quite aggressively. Like, he put his own smoke there and just moves out and try to pick those one-on-one duels.
Yeah, he's a rabid animal.
I think they're just letting him play with his confidence for this game.
You know, as close as this match is, you have to feel like if LGB lose this, they basically got ruined by that counter flash and blocking each other in the smoke.
Yeah.
On B. That's where it went wrong for them. But they're still in it for now. The Tech9 carrier goes down. We've got trades coming in, though. All 4 AK players are still alive, pushing the B bomb site as we have someone try to flank here from A. It's not going to work out for them, though. Only Rubino left. Oh, that nade's going to come in. Wow, he just got completely annihilated there. He got vaporized.
Can you see how many frags actually Forrest have?
How many?
37.